Hello, and welcome to our DogBizPro help video series. In this video, we will be explaining how to work inside of the client tabs. To start, you would just want to navigate to a client-specific page, just like I am showing here. Once you are inside of that client-specific page, you should be able to see several tabs showing across this page. The first tab showing is the Dogs tab. This tab will contain a complete list of all the dogs that are currently attached to this client's account. If I wanted to navigate to a specific dog's page, I could just click on the dog in question, and it would actually take me right to that dog's specific page for where I could edit that dog or view further information about that dog. For the purpose of this video, we're going to navigate back to the owner's page and just to continue to go through the tabs. The next tab showing is the Family tab. This tab will contain all the family members that are currently attached to this client's account. If you wanted to edit a family member, you could just click on them from inside of this location, make any changes that you needed to, and actually click Save to update those changes. And if you notice, that change is made automatically. The next tab showing is the Events tab. This tab will show a complete history of all the events and private training appointments that this client has registered for. If I clicked on a private training appointment from inside of this tab, it'll actually open up that Edit Private Training window. From here, I'd be able to make any changes to that specific private training appointment if I needed to. If I had an event showing inside of this location and I clicked on it, it would actually take me to that event specific page. The next tab showing is the Notes tab. This tab will show any client notes that you have attached to this client's account. You are able to edit existing notes, delete them, or email notes right from inside of this location. To do any of those, you would just want to click on the three dot icon, and that should open up a series of icons for you. From inside this icon list, you could see there's a View Client Note, Edit Client Note, Email Client Note, and Print Client Note. So again, you have all those options for each individual note. The next tabs are the Documents and Waivers tabs. Inside of these tabs, it will show any documents or waivers that you have attached to the client's specific account. So for example, inside of the Waivers tab, you'll notice I have a waiver showing here. If I wanted to edit that waiver, I could click on the waiver in question, and it would allow me to actually make changes to that waiver if I needed to. If I manually uploaded a document to the client's account, I would be able to preview that document, email that document, or delete it from right inside this Documents tab. The next tab showing is the actual Register tab. This Register tab will contain a complete history of all your client transactions, both payment and charge. You'll notice there's two different views inside of the Register tab. The first view is the Transactions view, and again, that's going to allow you to actually see each individual transaction, any discounts that are applied, etc. The Invoice view, however, would allow you to see things from the invoice point of view. So instead of showing each individual charge, it would actually just show the individual invoice itself. From inside this page, I could click the three dot icon, and again, I could edit that invoice, email that invoice, print that invoice, or preview it. You also have the same editing options inside your transaction view. For example, you have the edit, email, print, and preview transaction as well. The next tab is the Packages tab. This tab also contains two views as well, and the first view is the Packages view. Inside of this view, you'll be able to see any package that you have actually added to this client's account. From inside this view, I'd be able to actually edit the overall package itself, or I could remove that package. There's also a Credits view, and inside of this view, you'd actually be able to see each individual credit. So if I ever wanted to make an edit to an individual credit, I could do that by clicking the Edit Client Credit icon. That would open up my editing window, and let's say I wanted to manually mark this credit as being used. I could go ahead and do that inside this location, and I could click Save. You notice there's now a use date showing for that credit, so it's actually like I had applied that credit. If I go back to the Packages view, it'll say I've used 2 of 3 credits and I only have 1 remaining. So if you ever needed to manually mark a credit as used, that could be done right inside the Packages tab using the Credits view. The next tab showing is the History tab. This tab contains a complete history for that client. If a transaction is deleted, a registration removed, if the client registers for a class, an email is sent, all that information would show right inside this History tab. The last tab showing inside this page is the Fields tab. This tab will show all the client's custom field responses. So if you have a custom form and the client had filled out that form, you could view the responses right inside of this tab. You're also able to edit those client responses as well. So if for some reason you ever wanted to change a client response, you could make that change here, save your changes, and if you notice, it added the number 12 there and it updated that client response. Hopefully that helps and explains the client's tabs inside of the client-specific page.